Week 13 Electric Football 2019. It's Thanksgiving weekend.
Fortunately, you missed the first show the first entrance where Luke just hummed this into Stewart's head.
I was Marsha Brady for the day.
But we're holding
about
this.
you?
We're holding this to say goodbye to Fred Cox, Vikings all-time scoring leader, great kicker in the 70s, and co-inventor of the Nerf football. So you can call Dallas America's team or whatever, but what other football player gave kids more fun and safety for Stewart than Fred Cox, co-inventor of the Nerf football?
The
Here's to
Electric
you, Fred.
Football salute. Rest in peace. Back to the games. Thanksgiving, first game, Bears, Lions.
Actually, time out for 1 second. What beer is this, Tim? Because this beer is lovely.
Okay, well, tonight the show is brought to you by Treehouse Beer from Charlton, Massachusetts.
Treehouse beer.
Treehouse Beer, the beer to have when your team is 10-1.
You can climb up and live in one.
Woo!
Bears, Lions, Thanksgiving Day. Oh, Lions and Tigers and Bears. Oh, my. Well, at least Luke and Half Moon get to watch a game because this
The
one's
rest of the country won't.
kind of crappy. I liked seeing Trubisky have a good second half against the Giants. I like seeing Khalil Mack come through and take care of Danny Fumbles at least once. So I'm taking the Bears.
Bears have won the last three. Stafford is likely not playing. Don't love the Bears, but I'm taking them here.
Tim?
Only an idiot would take the Lions at this point in time. Talk about Lions with no teeth. They're gumming the competition to
Ooh.
sleep. The Bears are just a little bit better
Just a
put
little
together.
bit.
Just a little bit. You know.
Little bit.
Duh, Bears. I mean, look at the Jersey people.
Duh, Bears.
Duh, Bears.
Bears.
Happy to see Trubisky
That's funny.
not fail against a terrible Giants team. Bills, Cowboys. And the Cowboys got screwed the way
They got
lots of people
screwed.
get screwed by your
Sorry.
coach, Bill Belichick.
Who got screwed?
He goes up to the refs. Now, believe me, I am no Cowboy fan. But he goes up to the refs before the game, complains about the Cowboys line tripping. And there are 2 tripping penalties called in that game. There were about 6 or 7 called all season.
All season. 2-1 game.
And then he has Garrett doing what he did to, guys like Carroll and Quinn. Late in the game, they start crapping their pants and go, ooh, it's 4th and
Crapping
7
their
at the
pants.
11.
Pooping their pants
We're-
like you guys.
Stop. We're down a touchdown. I think I'll go for the field goal. And then I'll ask my team to drive a 2-minute drive 80 yards against the best defense in football, or one of the best defenses in football.
Number 2 right now.
That's up for debate.
Statistic.
So, yeah, I don't understand how he does it, but your coach does his little mojo, and they all get scared when they should have the games won. Go ahead, Tim.
May I retort?
You may
Or
retort.
retort in 1 second.
Okay.
I'm taking the Bills.
Oh, okay, good.
Retort away.
All right, so what people don't understand is Bill Belichick knows more about the sport of football than anybody else, but specifically the rules of football. Now, he may have approached the guys that look like they work at Foot Locker. All he did was remind them of the language in the tripping because he watches more film than half the unemployed people with Netflix accounts that they don't belong to.
More than the guy
So,
on the
That
TV.
explains me. You
So
just
he
described
knows
me.
he knows that guy's going to lift his leg because it's against the rules for a reason. So he just brought that up, and guess what? The guy did it. He got called for it. Please, as much as I love the deliciousness of the Cowboy fans' tears, it's just the game.
Timmy.
Follow the rules. You don't get penalized.
But
He-
to be tripped,
he
don't you
worked-
have to hit somebody?
He worked the
Did
refs.
you read the rules?
And they got
No.
Okay.
he worked the
I'm reading my
refs,
notes.
and they got a call that nobody else was. They got 2 calls that nobody else was getting, and it affected the game. God bless him. It's the ref's fault. It's not his.
No, it's the guy who did the tripping's fault. He broke the rules.
You thought
End
both of
story.
those were real trips?
Did you read the rules?
Oh, if this only worked
Oh,
in the
God.
White
I'm
House.
talking about the pertinent rule.
I did not read
Okay,
the
then
rule.
he did exactly what that rule prohibits you from doing. And it's just the fact that Belichick saw that
There's
in
holding
films
on
before.
every play. There's pass interference on every pass. If you call everything by every little inch in the rules, we'd never have a play without a flag. Go, Stu.
Okay.
Well, why doesn't Tim go since you're already talking to him?
Oh yeah, definitely the Bills. They're swarming. I mean, they're surging, and not for nothing. That Dallas logo. It's not a logo. It is a quality rating. Okay.
Cowboys need to win badly. The Bills aren't filled with superstars. Keeping it short, I would take the Cowboys by 3.
Luke. Stop drinking that Coke and
Cowboys,
give us
security, get this Vikings fan out of here.
Oh, man.
All right, so we went Cowboys. Saints, Falcon. Sue, you want to start up?
Well, Atlanta is playing better than Fairlawn High School. Their 26th ranked defense is susceptible, but the Falcons beat New Orleans 2 weeks ago. But I don't think that happens again. Saints are struggling too. I'm taking them. Don't love them.
Yeah, they didn't run away with the game against Carolina. Carolina's kicker, what's his name, Sly?
Lefty.
It was not Sly and the Family Stone. It was
Misty.
it was
Sly in the family wine.
Misty.
Sly and the Family brick kicking because he missed 2 extra points and a field goal that would have won. And I felt bad for the kid. I always do.
I love when they move them back. I think it makes the game more fun.
But yeah, I know I agree with that. But a good kicker like Lutz wins you 2 or 3 games a year. It's just that simple. So I like the Saints here to outgun the Falcons. I'm not sure where Julio Jones stands on the injury. I know he went out of the game, but it's only Tuesday.
Stay on the sideline.
So I think he might be out. I'm taking Saints.
G stands alone.
Narf.
Narf.
Luke.
Was
Saints,
that Pinky in
we're
the
all
brain?
Saints because we all love each other. Get it?
Got it.
Nope.
Here's to that.
I also got the Pinky in the brain. Narf.
Narf.
There. Nice. Tim?
He already picked the
I'm
bill.
going to have to say the
Oh, no.
Saints by at least 7.
Titans, Colts. Derrick Henry now officially owns an NFL team because he owns the Jaguars. No, look at some of very, very underrated backs. Some of the runs he has are Beast Mode 2 kind of runs. Pushing guys off. He's not outrunning them to the end zone, but he's
Just
knocking them on their asses on
out-muscling
his
them.
way there. Is Tannehill resurrecting his career now? Is this just better talent around him? What is it?
I can't tell you because, with a better team, he would have been better with Miami. We've been garbage for years. He's got a running game that you have to take into account. He's got a good arm. He's got a good long ball accuracy, and he's showing it with the Titans here. The Colts won the game in September. The Titans are playing much better, which, believe it or not, is Tannehill at quarterback. So now the talk is Mariota's on the block. I think it's a close game, great running game for both teams, but I'll take the home team here as it's too close to call.
Yeah, I'm going Titans because the Colts running game has slowed down a little bit with
Yeah.
Mac's injuries, and they're forcing Brissett to do more than he needs to do. So I'm going Titans. Tim?
Okie dokie.
I think the Titans a little tighter.
Tighten up.
Tighten up.
Luke,
Titans.
Titans or Colts, buddy?
Colts, because for some reason, if you look them up on the internet, you'll get pictures of guns. So,
Okay. Pow,
We're dead.
pow. Jets, Bengals.
Oh.
Andy Dalton gets a chance to put a little audition tape together.
Yeah, I've heard about him.
I hear he's starting, so
I might
Yeah.
touch it.
now he gets to go for it because Nerfs are addictive.
Nerf.
You just want to play with it.
She's-
So Dalton comes in. Finley hits the bench. Dalton is playing to cement his legacy. he's
or
really
just put him in
playing.
cement.
He's playing to say, I want to be a backup with your team in 2020. Jets all of a sudden playing good.
Yeah.
Robbie Anderson making plays.
We'll see.
Oh, come on. You got to give him credit against the game against the Bengals. Raiders. They really took the Raiders apart.
Okay.
I'm going Jets.
All right.
False hope for one more week.
My heart wants the Bengals to win because if they get a win, it's a little better in my draft position. So I'm just going with my heart. Let's go Bungles.
Tim?
I cannot imagine that the Bengals are going to win a game this year, nor should they. They should just hang their heads in shame. As much as it brings bile to my throat, I think the Jets are going to prevail over the Bengals.
Crazy Eyes Case.
Oh,
Luke?
God almighty.
Jets, just because they're in the area.
So-
Gotta support the local team.
So the Bengals are blowing for Burrows. I mean, it seems to be just that easy.
It's the Bengals!
That gives me Chase Young. I'm happy.
Washington,
Kick it, Sean, just
Carolina.
say it.
Carolina's going to win this game. McCaffrey's on an all-purpose yard pace with guys like Jim Brown and Barry Sanders kind of pace. So Carolina can seriously just ride him in this game. Haskins got his first win, but he wasn't there for the end of it because he ran off to take a selfie.
Oh, kids.
Yeah, go ahead and okay boomer me because that's this generation.
Kids. What's the matter with kids these days?
Okay, boomer.
Ethel Merman.
Aye.
That's my Paul Lind.
You're Paul Lind and Tim's Ethel Merman. Someone was
Wait,
Ethel
that was
Merman there.
that was my Nelson Riley.
Well, then Luke was Ethel Merman. Someone was Ethel Merman, damn it. I'll be
There's
Ethel
no
Merman.
That's
What's
my
wrong with
Merman.
these people?
So
Back to football.
I'm taking the Panthers.
Yeah, the Skins had their second win last week. They're near the bottom in every category. The Panthers, meanwhile, lost a shootout with the Saints. Panthers will be angry. Take the Panthers.
Tim.
That boy who runs for Carolina is going to beat the living pants out of them Redskins, man. Just watch it happen. You heard it here first. Carolina.
Thank you, Forrest.
Luke.
Panthers, 'cause I'm sure they're proud of my southern accent right now.
And suddenly
All the way
everyone's
down
from
to
the South.
Carolina.
49ers, Ravens.
What happened to him
Stu,
now?
why don't you go ahead and tell us about that game there?
Like a virus.
Is this a Super Bowl preview? I'm going totally opposite. This is such a good game that I don't want to pick either team. I just want to watch this game. But the Lamar Jackson show is just too good. They go with two tight end sets, the run pass option. Marquise Brown is open. He catches the ball. It's the Ravens.
Both teams are on amazingly impressive runs. You have to think back to realize that the Ravens are beatable. They lost to the Chiefs and they lost to the Browns early on. So they're not
Almost
invincible.
lost to the Patriots.
But a 7-game win.
Almost.
No, not almost.
Almost.
7-game win
That's all I
streak.
remember.
Wins
Tripping.
over the Seahawks, the Pats, a destruction of the Rams, and they beat a good Texans team is damn impressive. But you're forgetting you got 10-1 49ers with the best front four in football.
It's a lot
Can
of
they put pressure on Jackson? Can they stop Ingram? Can they go after the three-headed tight
Tight ends.
ends all the way down to Nick freaking Boyle, who I thought was an author, but it turns out he's playing tight end for the Ravens.
Oops.
Mark Ingram doing the whole, Lamar's my MVP. Well, Stu's my
And then
MVP.
the Samuels guy, what's his name? The other running back, Samuels?
You're talking about Debo Samuels?
The other running back for the Ravens.
Oh, no, help me out. I can't come.
Can't remember that.
There
He
we
runs
go.
for 9 yards on average, too.
He goes
They're
like this.
unstoppable. They're unstoppable. Great O-line.
So it is the game of the year so far.
Absolutely.
You've got the 49ers having to travel. You have the 49ers with a 1 o'clock start. You got the 49ers with a Seahawk team nipping at their heels, so they're motivated.
Yes.
But the Ravens have so much confidence right now. They have an unquestioned leader, whereas Garoppolo, there's still some questions. Jackson, I don't know how he went, because people were saying, knowledgeable draftniks were going like, he should be a wide receiver. He should become a running back. Oh my God, he's accurate right now.
He's averaging over 200 yards passing and 70 yards a game rushing, which has never been done before from what I'm reading.
And your comparisons are prime Michael Vick,
Yep.
pre-injury Randall Cunningham,
Mhm.
Yep.
and that's about it. So that's good company. No, I'm serious. Name.
That's right.
I mean, maybe
And a
Steve
flock
Young.
of seagulls.
Steve Young.
Yeah.
Nah, he's a lawyer now.
I mean, what
Lawyer there.
quarterback that could beat you with both his feet and his arm was accurate. And no offense to Hollywood Brown or anything like that, but the Ravens aren't doing it with the greatest wide receiver core you've ever seen in your life.
Nope.
A slimmed down Mark Ingram is playing great, but it's just real. What they've done is really impressive. Impressive enough that you forget how damn impressive the 49ers could be undefeated if not for like a missed field goal. Like they played the Seahawks amazing. I'm with you. I hate to pick this game. If it was on a neutral site, I might be different, but I'm going Ravens.
Come on in.
Tim, the studio
Oh, all
audience.
right.
is
We're
coming.
live.
Still, we're live.
Tim,
All right. So this is. I'm gonna hate to say this in front of
Johnny Bass.
the 27 people that are watching this show. This could be a preview of the Super Bowl, in my humble opinion. As much as it pains me to say, these teams are both unbelievable. Lamar Jackson, when he's on the field, he's ridiculously good. When he's off the field, I can't help but smile because it looks like he has an octopus on his head. It's just his hairstyle, but he just looks like a nice guy.
He's having so much fun. It's
He
so
is
much fun to
having-
watch his face. He's smiling on the way back
He
to the
is.
huddle.
He looks like he needs a YouTube channel and a blunt. But
Or as we
on the
call
other
it,
hand,
electric football.
Mr. Handsome, Jimmy Garoppolo, born and bred with a flying Elvis says, "All right, you're welcome, San Francisco." He's having a great time too. That Kittle, holy cow!
Yeah, what a difference he
Can
made.
you imagine him and Lamar Jackson sharing an apartment and they're filming it for MTV? It'd be great.
And the game they lost was with Kittle out.
Exactly. So this is going to be a hell of a game. I'm going to be watching this with 4 eyes because it's going to take that many to really see everything that's going to go on. I'm very excited. I think it's going to be a 3-point game. Can't tell you who's going to win because I don't know who's going to have the ball last. Prediction.
Raven.
Yeah, so what's the pick? You got to make a
Do you have
pick.
a
All right.
long-winded answer? Do
Whoever has the ball last.
you have an answer for this?
Luke, you hit us. 49ers or Ravens?
49ers, even though they were probably founded after 1949. So
Yes,
1949. But
yes,
close
we
enough.
get it. Bucks, Jags.
Ah.
Jags stick with Foles. Winston is number 2 in passing yards, but has 20 INTs and has fumbled 11 times. Remarkably, only 4 of those fumbles were taken away. I think the Jags win the battle of the turnovers. I think the Jags win the game.
Foles being back hasn't translated to wins. I like the Bucks offense a little better. I'm going to take your Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Jim.
Well, mistakes are made, but they only matter if the other team capitalizes upon them. But when your opponent is inept as the Bucks are, you could drop the ball all day long. Not the Bucks.
Jags. Oh wait, you're not. You're taking the Jags.
Yeah.
Okay. Luke, Bucks or Jags?
See what I did there?
Bucks, because unfortunately the people here are pretty unclassy, so just a bunch of pirates.
Okay. Browns.
Are you writing this stuff down before you get here, kid?
Steelers.
He's working
Yeah.
on his work.
Will
I like
Mason Rudolph play? Will Myles Garrett ever play again? Tune
No.
in this week for as the AFC North turns.
that. Oh, God.
No, Rudolph is not starting.
No, I know they're going. Why are they calling him Duck Hodges now? Devlin
know.
Hodges has suddenly become Duck.
Yeah, well, he's a world champion duck caller. I ain't kidding.
Are you
It's
serious? Is
whack-a-mole
that why?
too.
I kid you not.
Okay.
It's that's what he won a championship doing that.
I just don't want to know
Strangely
that.
enough, I'm a world champion turkey caller, and I never knew Duck was in the competing divisions.
Well,
All right.
I thought it was
That
I thought it was
mystery
rabbit
has
season actually.
that mystery has been solved. I think the Browns have
Good to be me.
started to settle down and develop an identity on offense. I think that identity runs through Jarvis Landry and Nick Chubb more so than OBJ. There's a Jarvis. I didn't even realize that was a
Landry.
Jarvis Landry back when he played with a crappy team. So
Wait, isn't he on the Browns now?
I think the Browns. Well, I actually think the Browns are. Yeah, I don't blame you. Luckily, it's a nerf.
Ass.
Well,
Um,
still at my first nerve.
Narf.
I honestly think the Browns are now seeing their shot, their road to the wild card, and I think they win a game against a pretty pedestrian Steelers team.
So 2 weeks ago they beat him in the whack-a-mole game. Now what? Are they going to win again 2 in a row in Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm picking the Browns to sweep.
Tim?
Oh, I just love to see Baker Mayfield get
Eh.
excited for something other than seeing himself on those commercials. So,
Yeah, really enough.
he really had a good time last Sunday. I'd like to see that again because as much as I think the Browns usually suck, I can't stomach the Steelers having fun. So, go Browns. Go get them. Get
Luke,
it done.
Browns or Steelers, buddy?
Browns to make our family proud.
Yes, we will be.
Yeah, I like that. That's
Pack.
that's-
Giants. Ravens made Rodgers look like one of those old 1990s quarterbacks from the bad Green Bay Packers.
Niners.
What's that?
Niners played Green Bay.
Excuse me. Niners made Rodgers look like. Thank you.
You're welcome. Fact check.
Ravens messed up
Stuck on the whole Ravens.
Rams the other day.
Stuck on the whole Ravens Niners thing.
I know, Ravens Niners.
Niners
Big game.
made Rodgers look pedestrian.
They did, Steve.
Yes. Bosa and Armstead getting after him.
Waiting for the bus.
is Aaron Rodgers going to look like Anthony Dilweg again, or Mike Tomczak, or Don Majkowski after the Magic ran out? No, he's not. Even Trubisky
Look like
looked.
Anthony Hopkins.
Even Trubisky looked great against the Giants. The Giants secondary is probably the most disappointing unit they have because
No, it's
Jack-
their cheerleaders.
no, well, they don't have cheerleaders.
Exactly.
Jack Rabbit and
That chick with one eyebrow?
and Jabril Peppers. Yes, there's the one eyebrow cheerleader out there.
No? Nice Greek girl.
And whoever that kid, Ballantyne or Ballowedge or whatever the hell his name was that was getting ripped apart last week. The Giants secondary has been on film multiple times, not even making an effort. You know, they gave up about 3-4 games ago. It's like, go on by me and score. It's
You get hurt for
end
this?
zone's over there. I'm making a career decision. The Pack in a big bounce back, and they destroy the Giants this week.
Yeah, no need to worry. Green Bay.
Giants defense is like a 23-year-old security guard. What? Where are you going? Oh, okay, go ahead. Forget about it. They're done. They're not going to win another game this year.
Luke, Pack or Giants?
Pack, because they're a big old wolf pack. Get it? Oh!
As a young man, I was a security guard at the Garden State Arts Center, and let me tell you, but if you guys don't know the Garden State Arts Center, it has grass seating. So if you get in, you're in. My first show ever was an Eric Clapton show.
Wow.
I was a small man. The backup I was supposed to have was nowhere to be found. The walkie-talkie I was supposed to have was nowhere to be found. Full-grown Eric Clapton guys, all holding Jack Daniels bottles, were coming up to me going, "If we go over that fence, what are you going to do to stop us?" And I was going, "I'll grab the little guy. The rest of you enjoy the show." It was the worst. I lasted at that job 4 days and then got in a screaming match at a Kitties concert where some lady was lip syncing Madonna on stage.
Hooray.
Sorry, I went off on a rant there.
We do that.
Deep inside the mind of Steve Brown.
Eagles, Finns, foul fish or foul because both
We're
teams
not
are
fish!
playing terrible. Go
We're
Stu.
mammals. There isn't a player on the Miami Dolphins that would start for LSU or Alabama. The Eagles need to keep winning here just to try to stay in the hunt for a playoff spot, while Miami is rooting for Cincinnati, Washington, the Giants, and we will lose. There isn't a chance in hell that we can keep up with an Eagles team. Eagles.
Yeah, but the Eagles team has been punt, fumble, turnover on downs under Wentz.
Miami. The cure-all for everything.
Well, what's the cure-all for Wentz is if you get some wide receivers back. I mean, right now they've got 2 tight ends, and that's about it. Oh, and
Can't
by the
cover
way,
them.
if he doesn't get enough love, Zach Ertz, second fastest tight end to 500 receptions in his career. I wouldn't have thought he had a long enough career to be at 500 receptions, so that's pretty impressive. So, yeah, I agree with you. The Fitzmagic has fizzled, though I would vote for him for the Hall of Fame.
Of beards?
No, God bless the man. He's been on crappy teams, and I know he's streaky as hell, but when you think of the best Harvard football player ever in the NFL, I think you have to start with Fitzmagic.
I think
No,
it starts and ends
I think
there.
it's Jimmy Stewart.
You go on about Fitzpatrick.
And by the way,
Martin Hawk laugh.
look at that was good. Look at the Eagles' schedule. Man, if they don't beat out the Cowboys and take this division, Wentz needs to retire. Their schedule is like Dolphins, Redskins, Bengals, Redskins. It's the easiest possible end to a season a team can have. Fly Eagles. Tim?
All right, this just in. The Congress of Mammals has voted.
Thank you, they are
And the
mammals.
Dolphins are no longer considered mammals. You're thrown out.
Damn it.
You have to sew up your blowholes and install fins and call yourself tunas.
All you need is
Anyways,
gills. I mean,
There's
Jesus.
just no way. No way. Eagles, go grease a telephone pole, but they're going to trounce.
It's
the
not easy being aquamarine
lackluster
and coral.
fish. You're fish now. You've
Yeah.
been relegated.
You even have sissy colors. Come on, let's face
Oh,
facts.
no. Wait a minute. Seafoam and coral.
It's
Not
in
judged.
this year.
Aquamarine
It's
and
not
coral.
judged.
It's in this year.
Seafoam!
Luke, Eagles or Finns?
Eagles, because I'd really like to find out the name of the woman that had a bit of an attachment to the one set Van Son.
We're gonna fly like an eagle.
Oh, yeah,
Rams,
that's right.
Cardinals. After watching the Ravens, not the 49ers, carve up the Rams, I'm going Mini Lamar for Kyler Murray. That's his new. He's like the
Mini Lamar?
Yeah, Mini Lamar. That little Kyler Murray has done me well.
No,
I
no,
think
you
this
can't give him
year.
Drew Brees
It's Henry
nickname.
Lamar.
I am. Well, it was that
Wow.
little Darren Sproles, that little Wes Welker. Oh, by the way, Tim, honest to God, who is the better wide receiver for your team, Wes Welker or Julian Edelman? If you could pick one of the two little guys running around in the slot, who would you take?
I would take Super Squirrel, Julian Edelman.
Okay, I was really curious about that because Wes
Instead of
Welker
the
was,
great kazoo, Wesley Welker. Remember when he got his head cracked open? They gave him the big helmet. He looked like Stewie Griffin going, "I can't believe I'm playing
Throw me the ball, Tom.
this photo of you."
but what? So you would go Edelman's the better
Oh
player
God, yeah.
by that much?
I don't think I could get my hands far enough apart without detaching one from my arm.
Really, I don't think they're that far apart.
Mm.
Interesting.
Okay, well let's just look at their output. Okay, but you know what? That's not what we're here talking about, is it?
I was very curious when
Are
it
these
when a
the
serious
questions you
Patriot-
asked?
Harry,
you
my
brought me
drink
down
is
to
getting
ask me.
close to empty.
I walked up the mountain to ask this question.
Well, gee
Anyway,
whiz.
I'm taking Cardinals too. Rams or
Something
Cardinals?
tells me the Rams are done, but here comes Arizona. Rams couldn't move the ball against the Ravens. Cards are off the bye, but I just don't think they have the ability. I'm going to, one last time, take the Rams.
I was about to amen you, brother. 'Cause
I
thought
know, you were
going
getting all
with me.
excited.
Tim,
Well, I'll tell you this: the Cards are just poop. The Rams are actually less than poop after last night because they're just battered. You know, I mean, that was just ugly.
Second road game, too.
Yeah, I mean, so I really don't think they're going to do that again. They're not going to do that again at all. And the Cardinals are a little shaky anyway, so Rams by a wide margin.
Luke, Rams or Cardinals?
Rams, because my Uncle Dick, who got drunk.
All right.
Chargers,
Let's not talk about drug alcohol.
Broncos.
By the
Who
way,
cares, Chargers?
just for the record, my family does not have a drunk Uncle Dick. We have a lot of dicks in my family, but they're not drunk Uncle Dick. Chargers,
Unless
Broncos.
you're drunk.
Who cares? I'm
Don't
with
care,
you.
Chargers.
Nobody cares.
Oh.
Chargers,
You're
experience
drunk and you're
QB.
drunk.
Not really.
I will take. Not yet. Luke, stop. I will take the. I will take the Chargers. Stu, you said Chargers.
Chargers.
Tim.
Oh, God, the Broncos are just so sad to watch. But then again, so's Phillip Rivers. I would say tie game. I kid you not. It's horrible.
Ugh.
Ah! How come I'm not
It's
in
like
the
a
hall?
broken arm on a G.I. Joe.
Speaking of Hall of, well, here, Luke.
It's like the Jack Lemmon character in Glengarry Glen Ross, you know? I had him. I had the sale. The defense took over. We were done.
Here's for closers, Tim. Chargers or Broncos, Luke?
Chargers, because my drunk.
All right,
no.
Chargers.
Some dick said it was a good...
Yeah,
Raiders.
some dicks
Chiefs, and this game actually
off
kind
the
of matters,
rails.
but this game only kind of matters if the Chiefs blow the Raiders out and can put some sort of argument together that they are a legitimate contender here. They get Tyreek Hill back, who is a huge difference maker for that team. Huge difference maker for that team. I think the Chiefs reestablish some of their mojo. I think they win this game. I think the Chiefs are going to get their mojo working.
Yeah, the Raiders stunk up the Meadowlands, and now they go to Arrowhead. I don't know what the weather's going to be like. I don't know if that storm's going to be past Kansas City by Sunday, but woo, baby, I'm taking the Chiefs.
I'm taking the Chiefs, but I think they should get Marty McSorley to stand next to Mahomes because I think the Raiders have one. Will just go after him. They're going to headhunt him all day long. It's not going to be a football game.
They couldn't even find Darno.
Bounty Gate 2.
Well, you know.
Luke, Raiders or
Don't have
Chiefs, buddy?
antibiotics.
Chiefs, because I'm a Chief here since I'm the only member of the show that follows football. So, in
Wow.
your face, in your face.
Wow, that was so in your face, Flanders.
Pats, Texans.
I don't follow it. I watch it. The ball rolls. I don't go after it like you.
Ditto this game kind of mattering. Where it
Yeah.
really matters is if the Patriots can establish that they have a reliable offense. The defense has proven itself to be amazing. They give up no points. They shut down people. We talked at length about Belichick's coaching advantage over everybody that he goes against. And right now, it's Brady and Edelman, and that's about it for your team.
Harry showed some light.
What's that? He did. He made a nice catch in the end zone there. They're not working the screen game to White. White used to catch like every third pass.
White's banged up. They're not going to do what they did with him.
Okay.
Or they did last game against the Cowboys, where they made it look that way.
Well, other than Slater making an amazing block on the on the punt.
That was insane. He stuck his hand out. He touched. It
but
it was great.
But that's what's happening. The defense is setting your team up with a short field, and you're getting just enough points out of your offense. Yep. You need Brady to just go off, and maybe it's Harry, maybe it's Edelman. But I mean, I never think of Edelman or Welker to be like great red zone threats. You miss Gronk in the middle there.
I miss Gronk. I miss Amendola. But it's not about what was. It's about what is.
So I like the Patriots to win this game because I think their defense can shut down the Texans. And I love Deshaun Watson, but I don't think he's going to be able to do anything against this defense. But the Patriots, really needs to prove itself in the last couple of weeks of this season before I'm going to believe that they can beat the Ravens.
Houston has a 7th ranked offense, but they haven't met the 2nd rated defense here. I don't think this is close. I think there's 2 picks and a fumble recovery for the Patriots. Will Fuller has up and down weeks, and I sit him on my bench evidently in the up weeks. He was up this week. He'll be down this week. Patriots by a mile.
The Patriots offense being lukewarm and up and down, notwithstanding, they're usually used to starting out way back near their end zone. Mm-hmm. So, every time the ball turns over because the defense is just a storm that can't be named, it kind of screws up the way the offense works. I mean, traditionally the Patriots offense is like the airborne. We don't understand what to do unless we're surrounded. We don't know how to shine unless there's a minute 22 left in the game. Right, and we have to go 82 yards and make the love. Boom, they do it. When they get the ball on like the 17 because the other team just couldn't handle the onslaught, it changes the whole dynamic for them.
Oh, so we're supposed to feel bad for them that they get the ball at the other team?
No. I'm just saying. I don't ask you to feel bad for nothing. What I'm saying is
6 championships, and he's complaining his defense is too good.
I didn't complain at all. I'm just saying the defense is so good, it actually changes how the offense has to operate. That's
true.
all I'm saying. Nothing more, nothing less. I did ask for a tissue.
50 years without a championship, and he's complaining a good defense.
So obviously, Patriots are going to win this game.
Oh, okay.
By
I was wondering
how much?
Who you were taking.
Hard to say. I would say no more than 12.
I feel so bad for them. They have such a short field to start on.
I know.
Luke.
I don't think he understood what I
Pates,
meant.
Pats,
football for a second.
Pates, Pats, whatever the hell we're going to call them, Texans.
I don't think Pats from my boy Tim here is finally back.
All right, enough kissing.
That's where we are now.
Vikings,
Yay!
Seahawks. Seahawks are 9-2 on a 4-game winning streak at home with an MVP candidate in Russell Wilson. Strangely enough, Kirk Cousins is the #1 quarterback rating in the NFL, and Wilson is 2. We're coming off the bye. We're on a 2-game winning streak, but we've got a lot of injuries. Thielen is supposed to be back, as is Josh Klein, which will help our offensive line. But I'm not sure about Griffin. I'm not sure about Cook. I don't think Gideon is back, our starting linebacker. So a lot of injuries to key players. Will Thielen's hamstring hold up? It didn't the last time we tried to bring him back.
Couple plays in and he was out.
Right. It makes a big difference to have these guys healthy. The Seahawks are not coming off the bye, but they seem to be actually the healthier team. They're going to be able to run on us with Carson and Penny. They're at home. We're asking Kirk to play against a team with a big winning record on the road in a late game, a televised game. Usually he doesn't do that very well. DK Metcalf has given the Russell Wilson a deep threat. It's opened up Tyler Lockett, who is an amazingly underappreciated receiver. Mm-hmm. The Seahawks, Doug Baldwin was an underappreciated receiver. The Seahawks receivers don't get enough credit. I got to take the Seahawks to win. They have a crushing schedule after that, and they're chasing the Niners, whereas the Vikes have a couple of what should be wins on our schedule at the end of this thing. So
Dale.
I'm going Seahawks.
So is Cook out or injured?
He's injured right now, and he is not practicing as of today.
Okay.
But I don't know any further.
It didn't change my pick, but both of these teams, statistically, they're pretty much the same. They both can run the ball well, but not having Cook makes a big difference. I was picking Seattle anyway, but that kind of seals the deal for me. Seattle.
Tim?
Second best game of the week
It
after
is.
Yeah.
the Niners Ravens. This is going to be a bloodbath. Low scoring game. It is going to be a slugfest, and I think the Vikings are going to squeak it out.
Oh, I forgot. Harrison Smith also with the injury. That's
Oh, you're doomed.
Oh, let me just no.
no,
Like,
that's
he's
a
gonna squeak it
huge.
out.
He is the leader on our defense.
Yeah.
Really, that's a huge injury. Sorry,
They'll step up. They're the Vikings, man. Come on. Come on.
we don't step up.
Skull!
Your team steps up with your 6 championships.
Now he's
No,
he's
my
crying
team
that
has
his
four
team doesn't
They
step
don't
up.
They
step
don't
up.
step
Oh,
up.
my defense
I'm not
is too
crying.
poor
I'm
without
stating
one
a
man.
fact.
They don't step up. They trip.
It's a fact, Luke.
You're
Pick the
tripping.
Vikings for me, buddy.
No, Seahawks. 'Cause I just told this stupid Vikings. I
Uh-oh.
told security to get this stupid Vikings
What?
fan out of
Can I
here.
see the nerf for a second?
Why?
Uh-oh.
I need it for the ending.
No.
I need it for the ending.
No,
go.
let me do
Let
it.
go.
Ugh.
You can add
That was electric football.
Hey.
Oh,
them. See you next week. Happy Thanksgiving.
oh.